Hello, good morning. Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Yaa'S Book Corner. We've been away for a while on Easter break. Rest is always good. So I'll
Mhm.
encourage you that whatever you do, we are pushing in life, but take a break, take some downtime because, your health is important, your mental health, everything, physical and all that. So, yeah, so here we are. We had started a series, demystifying some cultural and religious myths. Did we call it myths or norms?
The
So,
myths, yep.
yeah, so we are back, we are continuing on. So, I'm going to share to program. Somebody's distracting you over there.
Yes,
I'm going to
it's
share.
Jane.
Oh, okay. Jen, please. Yenya Wadeng.
One.
So, I'm going to share to groups, and Yao will be talking to you, and we'll come back and continue. How about that?
Yes, as always. Um, Hi guys. Welcome once again to Don't Mind Me. I'm being distracted, but yes. So I'm in Edmonton this Saturday. I'm back to my roots.
You better make up your
although
mind.
no, although for temporarily. So I guess I'm still a sellout. Anyway,
Later.
today's today, yeah, we're going to be talking about pride and self confidence and how sometimes we mix the two up because we can't seem to. Sometimes someone who's, especially when someone is confident, we mistaken them as being prideful. So we'll talk about that. So get your stories ready. I know that you have some you have some experiences. So when you come on, come and share your experiences. We're going to tell you what we also um, have experienced um, relating to this topic. Um, anyway, I don't want to talk too much on this topic since we'll be delving much into it later on. So I will be talking about the weather and how it's warm and
Wow.
and yesterday I went yes I know I went plant shopping a bit and it was fun. So
What are you trying to do to us?
oh, the plant shopping.
Oh, you said plant. Okay.
Yeah, well, what did you hear?
I heard something else.
Something else. Yes, just plants.
Okay.
Plant shopping, yes. It looks like um planting season is here now.
Mm-hmm.
We can't be scared of any frost, but you never know. In Alberta, you never know.
Are you carrying these back with you or you're just growing
No,
something
no,
here?
no, just here.
Oh, so for
Yeah.
Miss over there.
Yes, Miss over there who keeps distracting me.
Hey, Miss, I didn't know say you had green fingers, so
Oh boy. I feel sorry for the plants, but okay, we'll see. That's why I got more succulents.
it sounds like me.
Well, you could get succulents. Those you can hardly kill. If you're able to kill them, then you know, you're gone. Like there's no hope.
Yeah.
There's no hope. Yeah.
Oh boy. So yeah, and I'm done sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we carry on, I'll just talk a little bit about what we do on this platform. We do the Saturday Facebook Lives. Now it's going to be twice a month, not
Yes.
every Saturday, twice a month. So after today, our next live will be on the 27th. Technically, it should be on the 20th, but I have a birthday party to go to, so we'll do 27th. As well, we have Own It with Your Own Ornithologist and Queen of Own It. It's a short video that I do. I have reflections also for my Facebook, which is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. And then there's beauty lessons with your favorite auntie based on my second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And we do Pearls of Wisdom from the Bible. I take a
Mm-hmm.
passage and I talk about it, 10 to 15 minutes long. There's a shorter version, a word for you that is less than a minute long. But this week you'll see some pre-recorded videos, also a word for you. So just some nuggets that I pick from the Bible and share. So today we'll get into the rest of the other programs during the when we do the promos. So today's topic, the main theme, the series is demystifying some cultural and religious myths. So we are speaking from our background of having been raised in Ghana and West Africa and some of the values that we learned. There were good ones, and then there was not so good ones. So which ones do you live by? And
Mm-hmm.
so the question we have today is being self-confident prideful? And we are taking this from a cultural context because all we were raised to be is be humble, be quiet, don't
Mm-hmm.
do this, don't do that. There's
Yeah.
any number of times that I've gone on a live, be it on Facebook or TikTok, and in
Mm-hmm.
the comment section, a woman is talking, and then you see some men come and write, "Oh, you are too loud," "Oh, you talk too much," and things
Yeah.
like that. Very disrespectful because all they know is that in the environment in which we grew up, they were the kingpins. Women were there to serve them. So if you're a woman, does it mean that you can't have any ambition? We all have the one life to live, and
Mm-hmm.
time is passing. And so
Yeah.
some people are so stuck in these cultural modes that they can't get out of it. This is what is expected of me. Sometimes you may see a picture, or something, a video on Facebook, and there's women in there, and sometimes you look at them and they don't even lift their heads up, no eye contact,
Mm.
because we've been taught, oh, be humble. Oh, I'm a woman. I can't do this. If I do it, they will insult me. So nobody takes a stand.
Yes.
So it's being self-confident, prideful is the question. And the other aspect of it for me is that we come from a very religious or,
Mm.
faith-based background.
Yeah.
So this same Bible, it talks about confidence. When you
Yes.
Google confidence verses in the Bible, you see a lot. So why is it that we've allowed the cultural aspect to overtake that? Like a lot of us go to church, we read this word, and yet, oh no, I can't do it, and we have we have put a limitation on ourselves, and we're not living our best life. So we have to
Yeah.
ask this question today.
Yeah.
So I'll turn it over to you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. This self-confident and prideful thing is used interchangeably, but mostly when the negative side is used, like when you're confident, they assign prideful to you, and you're labeled with all sorts of names. But we are going to take a look at what makes someone self-confident and what makes someone prideful, so that we can distinguish between the two, and then would know where we stand. Yeah,
Mhm,
because when you think about pride, we all have a bit of pride in us, but I think there are good and bad. There's the good and bad,
mhm,
as it is with everything. Because you can take pride in something that you have done. That doesn't mean you're prideful, right? So we
mhm,
will look, but based on this one, when we talk about prideful, it will be more on the negative um, aspect of it that we are, comparing to self-confidence.
mhm,
And when you come to the religion, I think also that although it's in the Bible, it's not stressed on as much as the humility and making you feel that you have to succumb to whatever that whoever is standing in front of you is telling you. So
mhm,
you're not allowed to ask questions even in church. So
mhm,
that, with the cultural aspect, makes it like, okay, so that's the right way. So it's kind of embedded in us, and then when
mhm,
when you try to get out of it, you're seen differently.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So even what you are saying there about the verses, right? That
Yeah,
it's more, you tend to focus more on the humility aspect. The confidence thing, it's there, but
it's there.
don't bring it out because there's healthy self-esteem
Self-esteem.
or
Yeah,
healthy
yeah,
esteem. It's
yeah,
there. So it's
yeah.
up to you, the individual, if you can zoom in on that and pick it out and work with it. But we choose to do the other side of it, that we think that being humble means that being a doormat for everybody
Mm-hmm.
to walk over. But what I'll say to that is that Jesus was not a doormat. When he
Oh,
walked into the temple and they were selling whatever, you took the whips and whipped them out of there. So
yes,
when he had to, he spoke up. So
yes.
why would us people, and so even in amongst ourselves as a culture or society, we play this guilt on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, now somebody who goes to church and you are doing this,
Yes.
because the person wants to take advantage of you. So they want you to be humble and be doormatty, so they'll step all over you. So yeah, you see, when we talk about pride, like for me, my notes, what I found is that the pride and confidence cannot exist in the same person. And then it's
Exactly. Yeah.
because pride is an overestimation of yourself. You
So,
think you're better
mm-hmm.
than everybody, and confidence is the result of right understanding of your abilities and limitations.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're a confident person, you know what you're good at, you know what you're not good at.
Yes.
A
Yeah.
prideful person may gloss over it and say, oh, blah, blah, but you can't even tell them they are wrong in anything. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then confidence is not about feeling superior. A prideful
Exactly.
person feels superior.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
think they're better than everybody.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. 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 Being self-confident is knowing who you are, actually.
mhm,
So, just
yeah.
as you say, you know your abilities, you're not overstating it. And I
Hmm.
think that why prideful people overstate it mainly because their goal is to make the other person feel inferior,
Hmm.
mostly. So, they overestimate their abilities. They
Hmm.
and just like in our society, if you don't wear name brands, you're
You're
looked in
nobody.
a, yeah, because it's it's very pitiful. And yeah, prideful people, yeah, they find um their identity is based on things like that, like
Hmm.
things that they acquire, things that like accolades and
Hmm.
achievements, but that is not you. You have to know the real you. Those are achievements, all right.
Exactly.
I can't downplay the fact that those are achievements, but yeah. Oh, there's somebody here. Anyway, and prideful people,
Tony.
yeah. Oh my God, he has a long letter for us.
Hi, Tony. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
I'll read it then. He
Okay.
says, even when it comes to the kingdom of God, women got so much to do in the kingdom business. Women are not just here on earth to be drinking, eating, and sleeping, be dead and gone.
Hmm.
The dignity of a woman means a lot. If you educate a man, you educate an individual. But if you educate a woman, a whole nation. Come on, women are not limited to the kitchen anymore. We still have the Mama Yaa'S in these younger generations. And that the bear man to me, no ma, no being. And the same thing happens to women. I'm not sure what the rest of it says. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Well, it is true, but how many men are willing to accept what you are saying?
Hmm.
Because yesterday of me, I like to scroll through to because yeah, I remember a long time ago you're telling me TikTok can be addictive, but I learned a lot
Yes.
there because you
Oh
get,
yeah.
especially on our community, those platforms, you hear a
Hmm.
lot. There was this whatever thing it was yesterday. There's this particular guy that I like, so he was part of this forum. So I went to listen, but the way they were talking, and this man was on the, oh, me, I've been with women before. Oh, why would I have broken heart? Blah, 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 talking anyhow. So then I
Wow.
said to myself, so he has, oh, broken heart. So it means that this person is not in touch or in tune with their emotions. And they
Yeah.
think that women are disposable or like he doesn't care. So if you're in a relationship with a person like that, they don't care, like anything
Hmm.
goes. Do they even acknowledge? probably even when you are sick, they think, oh, are you the only pregnant person? Are you the only sick
Exaggerating.
person?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's very, and there's a lot of complaints going on, and a lot of men killing women for whatever reason. And then some of the women also get up and think that it's the fault of the women.
Yes.
So
Yes.
these things are going on, but as a people, we don't sit down and analyze ourselves. Our emotions, it's emotional trauma. We don't deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Sister Nanaraba. Well,
No.
it's been a while, eh? We're back.
Yes.
Yes. So I mean, this comment that it's so true, but they can't. The men are left behind because they are not working on themselves to come alongside, and they are
Mm-hmm.
so focused on the cultural things that they believe. It's not to say women are not. There's some women who are not doing good, not doing right. We know that, but we are
Yeah.
speaking generally, broadly. You know, it's like because of this same thing that, oh, you're supposed to be humble, you're
Yeah.
supposed to be. This is the topic for today, is being self-confident, prideful, and we're talking about pride. So like, yeah, you were saying, it's a prideful person thinks they are better than you,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and they crave attention from others. When they come,
Yeah.
they always have to be the center of attention. Oh, this, oh, that. Everybody has to be pampering them, and they
Mm-hmm.
don't receive input from other people. They won't listen.
Yeah.
They are never wrong. Yeah. And their identity is based on achievements and accolades.
Mm-hmm.
They always want to be praised.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you encounter people like that, um, it's so difficult to know how to even interact or manage with them because they just throw you off.
Yeah.
And people like that, for me, like at my antenna, I can pick you off a mile. So I'm like, okay, when that person is talking and you are probably in a circle and they are doing this and that, I don't engage.
Mm.
I mean, I'll be listening, but I'm thinking, oh my goodness, what is going And Nanaraba says it's sad to see some men stuck in the status quo. They should go learn from the husband of the Proverbs 31 woman. Thank you. Last week on Sister Ajodo's program, I wrote this
Mm.
comment that Deborah was a
Yes.
judge. She was a
Yeah.
prophetess in Israel. She was the wife of Lapidoth, but nobody had any.
Oh, I've never heard her husband's name before.
It's in Judges. Yeah. I don't
Okay.
remember which it could be. I can't quote. I don't know if it's 351.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
in there.
I mean,
You don't hear anything about Lapidoth,
mm-mm.
but he was there, and this woman was a judge to the whole of Israel. So if he had a problem, this woman wouldn't have functioned in her calling. You get me?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. So I'm
Yes.
just using that to buttress Nanaraba's
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. And especially in those times too, and the culture that was there.
Okay. And who is this person?
I need to
Delete.
take him off. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not here for this. So Tony says that we always mix self-confidence, high self-esteem, and outspokenness with pride. Anti-Africa Hadia, every outspoken person with a high self-esteem is regarded as a hand time or predodo. You are too knowing and all that. But I know many people are on their way to hell because yempe kasa. Oh Lord. It is true. What you are
Yeah.
saying is true. Achu, please go do your advertisement somewhere else. Thank you. Good morning, Miss Sage.
Hey, Miss
Welcome
Sage.
aboard. Welcome. Nice to have you. So yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
and when you talk about okay, this is the banner again. Let me pull it up. We're saying is being self-confident, prideful. So we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about what is pride, and some of the things that Tony has said. Just so we as a people, we are the most humble people on earth. So everybody is everybody. How do I explain it? Everybody else is if you do anything kakra, you are too much.
Yes. As
You
you
know,
say,
you
you
are too
moved a
knowing.
little bit away from the status quo.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah. For
and you
us.
see a lot. I'm seeing this a lot when you go and listen to discussions and you hear the way the men talk. It means that they haven't changed. They are not willing to. And the thing too is that some women have done so many wicked things to some of these men, so they are
Right.
very bitter.
Right. Right.
right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it takes two in a relationship where we come from because of this matter of pride and ego. They think that it's only the woman who has to maintain a relationship. So this is
Mm.
where a lot of the stuff is going on. And of course, that they have a problem with a woman bettering herself. Good day. Hello.
Hello.
Sister Ajua, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, it's like it's rather unfortunate. It's rather unfortunate, right? But
Mm.
let's see the difference. We'll
I
go up.
have one more thing for the prideful, which is
Okay,
that
sure.
they don't like to ask for help because they
Mm-hmm.
feel like it makes them feel less, makes them
Mm-hmm.
feel weak,
Yeah,
and it's very it's dominant in our culture too.
yeah,
Asking for help, asking questions
yeah.
makes you feel
I'm laughing because anytime that I need some tech, whatever, then I have to ask these my girls. And oh
yeah.
boy, yesterday I don't know what I some sleep mode thing, so I went and pressed it, and then my phone background became dark. So
Oh.
Nana was working. So I said to her, Joe, can you help me? Then she's laying on the bed fixing it, but she's not even letting me see what she's doing. When she tried it, she couldn't do it. She said, oh, she can't do it. I said, okay. So I came to sit in my room and okay, let me go back to where it started from. Choo, choo, choo,
Mhm.
and I fixed it. I'm
You
like,
did.
oh, I did it. But what I'm saying is that I'm not afraid to ask for help. They go, oh, yeah,
Exactly.
millennials to the rescue of the boomers and whatever. I'm like, yeah, that's okay.
Yeah.
And I'll go, don't do it fast. Let me see so that next time I also know what I'm doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like the young people, they know things,
Hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
me when I have a problem. Even Tony on here, I've asked him before, Tony, how come this? And he'll say, oh,
Mm.
do this, do that, because they know a lot.
Right. Right.
They know a lot. Look,
Yeah.
my 3-year-old grandson probably knows is more tech savvy than I am. That is the life now. That is the world that we're living in. And
Yeah.
we have to come up, but we don't want to. We're stuck there.
Yeah.
And even this as a whole, like I said, when you go to these platforms, you are hearing these discussions. It's not just, you can look at it at the individual that, oh, look at that person talking. But yeah, think about it. If this is the collective mindset of a people, then
Yeah.
how are we going to go far?
Yeah.
People who have problems with women becoming empowered and being an asset in the society. So it's
Hmm.
not only men, and if the men are sitting there refusing, some of them refusing to change their mindsets, then yɛkɔeɛ anaasɛ yɛbaeɛ.
Hmm.
Did we go
Yeah.
or did we come? So Ajua says, so say that again. I'm so over the status quo mentality of some of you know who, my dear Nanaraba. It's so many things. It is
Yeah.
so many
Yeah.
things. Yeah. So we'll go back to now. We'll look at what is self-confidence then.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Self confidence, on the other hand, is knowing who you are, exactly who you are. Unlike the prideful, which is overestimating it and throwing it down on people's throat. In
Mhm,
this case, you know who you are, so you're not accepting anything less than the best for you. So that is where you're able to set limits for
mhm,
people and you're seen as differently anyway. Yeah, so not accepting anything less helps you to set boundaries, set limitations on what you can accept, what you can accept from people, what you
mhm,
can do for
mhm,
someone, or how much of your time you're given at a specific
mhm,
time. Yeah. And then when you're self-confident, you're not easily swayed by people and people's perceptions of
mhm.
you, because you know
Yeah,
exactly who you are. So
yeah.
whatever they think doesn't really matter. And that doesn't
Mhm,
mean that you don't take feedback or
mhm,
whatever. You do take feedback. When you're
mhm,
confident, you're self-confident, you're able to actually take feedback and take whatever that will help you from it.
mhm.
Because taking feedback doesn't mean you have to take everything that people recommend or
Absolutely.
people say, but
Mhm,
you actually listen to it
mhm,
and do whatever you want to do with it. And
mhm.
self-confident people don't have to be abusive to feel
No.
power. I mean, you're already empowered, you're
Mhm,
self-empowered, and it actually shows um not when you talk, even it shows
Mhm,
on your body language, because somebody can
mhm,
just walk into a room and you can tell that they are self-confident about
mhm,
themselves. Yeah.
mhm.
And that's when you start getting eyes and stuff.
You bring some energy, right? And people go, "Oh,
Exactly.
who does
Yeah.
she think she is? Oh, wow." You know,
Yeah.
there
Without
was
even
one time
opening your mouth.
a long time ago, I got off the train and I saw two ladies, two young ladies, and the one, just the way she was carrying herself and walking, and I'm like, whoa, that is a self-confident person.
Yeah.
And we don't like that.
Yeah.
We don't.
Mhm.
Even this issue of accepting feedback and just the way the society is because of the pride. Even when you look at the older generation versus the younger generation, you're dealing with parents. Even some
Yeah.
of us are dealing with parents, and they, because of pride and just some status quo things, they think they have to be in control. They won't accept
Yeah.
feedback and things like that. So, no. And like you're saying, being self confident does not mean you don't accept input. You do. I always make this example, give this example that you can talk to four people. At the end of the day, you can pick one, or you can say, I didn't pick any. This is what I picked. And
Yeah.
of course, you have people being angry at you because you didn't listen to them. You are only there for me to, you're just a sounding board. There's nothing
Mhm.
that says I have to agree. So
Yes.
it's just that flexibility, like
Mhm.
being self confident, it comes with a lot of humility,
It
not
does.
the humility that you
The
have to
fake
lay down
one.
for somebody. No. But you know who you are, you know what you can do. And when you are wrong, even you're able to say, hey, I'm sorry. So
Mhm.
let me read some comments.
Okay.
Adjoa says, we all need to build our self confidence in life to think for ourselves. Thank you. That is the main thing. Thinking for yourself. It is key. And Tony says, I won't say the first woman, but the first person, yes, to witness Jesus' resurrection was a female called Mary Magdalene while men were asleep. Yawning with their mouths open. The priority, the personality, and the purposes of women can be seen clearly by the hard work of those women in the Bible. Exactly that, Tony. Sometimes when these discussions come up, then I go, okay, have people forgotten about the Deborahs, the Esther,
Mm.
the Abigails, and many others?
They made change happen. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
hey, the daughters of Zelophehad,
Yeah.
inheritance was through the male line, and the dad died. They went to talk to Moses, and God said they are right. I think I have it in Reflections or one of these books. I
Yeah,
think
you mentioned that's when I heard
yeah.
about it the first.
For me, one of the day later, the girl's name was Marla, and I'm like, oh, okay. I remember going to church a long time ago, and there was a lady there called Marla. I'm like, okay, that's where the
Mhm.
name comes from. You know, um, Nana Araba said it's like a tight corset you must wear even when you go shopping. Boy, breathe. And Adjua
Hey.
says most people settle for less due to their inability to function productively and or be critical thinkers due to lack of knowledge. Exactly. So it's when you think about it, you as a human being, you are in this life, you're on a journey. There's a series that I had started doing on Let's Talk with Mama Ya, and it's like, how are you showing up? So this here is
Mhm.
one of the things. Are you a confident person? If you are not confident, people spot you from a mile off, and
Yeah.
people will use and abuse you because you
Yeah.
don't know how to say boo to a dog. You know, when
Yeah.
the dog is going to bite you, cry, you stand there, you won't say boo, and they will do anything they want to you. So you as a person, you have to value yourself enough to know there are a lot of us, especially Yekrom, for sitting around feeling so bad about ourselves, feeling so angry, feeling so bitter because of how people are treating us, but we don't do anything about it because
Yeah.
we're lacking in self-confidence. If that should take it home for you.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as I was saying, a self-confident person, they know who they are.
Yes.
So you can't come and say anything to them and get away with it. They will tell you firmly and politely what their thoughts are.
Yeah.
And it's okay, but we are not accepting. We think, we become bullies. We bully people into submission. And
Yeah.
then when you have the odd few who stand up for themselves, then you tar them and you feather them, say they are bad people, they are arrogant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, they don't care about what people think about them. Yeah, you can say anything you like about me. It's fine.
I
But
know who
I'll
I
tell you,
am.
I'll tell
Hmm.
you this, yeah. At my age, am I going to sit there and waste time? Oh, this person doesn't like me, or this person is saying this. Keep walking. It's okay. Yeah, maybe you have time, but I've been through all that. I've been through all that. So nothing nothing phases me under the sun anymore.
Hmm.
And people do these things to clip your wings. So if you are on here and you are listening or you come after, take some of these things to heart. People do all kinds of things to clip your wings. They want to they'll say something and then it will choke you and you sit there and it will hurt you because
Hmm.
you soak it in and then you stop doing whatever and they go, we got her. We
Yeah.
got because we're all about pulling people down. We are not accepting of people who are empowered, people who've worked on themselves. The bottom line to all this is work on yourself.
That's
That's
definitely.
all. That's all we are saying.
It's
And
worth
then
it.
they don't seek attention.
Hmm.
Sometimes people think, oh, but this person, they know this. How come they are not flapping about doing whatever? We have a proverb in Tree that says, "Enchine nkamfo ne ho." If you are good,
Hmm.
salt does not praise itself. If you are good, you know you are good. Nobody has to come and tell you. I mean, sometimes you need to flex a little too. There's people who think they can just come and say and do whatever, and then they'll realize, oh, it's not as I'm thinking. You know. Um, Let me read this. Agua says, while Abrofo are developing, acquiring knowledge, Kobe Bini regrets because many are busy insulting, defaming others, becoming pathological liars, manipulating, enable foolishness, and so forth. Lord have mercy. This is it right there. Like all kinds of things are going on, development, this is happening, that is happening. You go, oh, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And like
And it's just
Mhm.
like the social media thing,
Yeah.
the TikToks and the other
Mhm.
Instagrams and stuff. Majority of us are just using it to insult other people. Like,
Yes.
while there's so much knowledge to be got from
Yeah.
there, it's a fun, way
Yeah.
to educate yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? A lot of times I see this Brit talent, whatever, what's his name, Simon
It's
Cowell and all
Got
these.
Talent and
You,
America's Got
yeah.
Talent and
And
stuff.
there's this guy, some yo-yo thing yesterday. I was watching it and just the way he was danced, and I'm like, whoa, this is artistic. Like people have talents,
Yes.
and they go through like young people singing, doing all kinds of things, and we, the grown-ups who should know better, we're using our brain to do this nyama nyama.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
It's so sad. And then to even talking about self-confidence, you see, look at the differences in the environment. Kids here, they are taught to speak up.
Hmm.
I was saying, I don't remember which live I was doing, and I was talking about my 3-year-old grandson and his vocabulary. Hey, it's like, oh, he'll say this and and you're thinking, oh my.
Hmm.
Like I saw him, they sent me a picture of him in his red truck and his dog Truffles is sitting on it, and I'm like, so I'm like, hey, Akola way. So then I'm talking to my son, and then I hear him in the background. I say, oh, hi Malachi, hi grandma, and then I go, Malachi, and he's saying, I got a red truck, and I said, but you didn't get me one. And then my son goes, he said, oopsa daisy. I'm like, where does it Where did a 3-year-old get? But she's heard some grown up say it.
Yeah.
Like they pick
Yeah.
and they learn.
Yeah.
So Nanaraba said personality development. Thank you.
Exactly. It's worth it.
And Tony says exactly what you said, mommy. Most of us don't know our purposes and what we really want in life. Intimate dear, the onyamedi mi besi bia me penisa. Like wherever God will take me, I like it like that.
Oh
But
Lord.
there's some confidence person be at the corner referring God to what he has said concerning a life of a
Yes.
believer, saying, Father, I can't be poor
Yes.
because of your plans towards my life. Sometimes, even if you were born to be a poor person, your mindset can quicken God to bless you. Yes,
Exactly. Yes.
we've got this mentality that, oh, because I'm a Christian, I'm supposed to be, and we're sitting there and praying, praying, but go and do it. Confidence will make you step out and go and do
Yes.
it. Sister Joa says a lot of people celebrate others' downfalls instead of encouraging them to get back on their feet
Yeah.
to press forward. Hey, tell me about it.
Mm.
You see, we are in the business of silencing people. A lot of people have these wide band-aids on their mouth because
Mm.
somebody has shut them down, somebody
Yeah.
has shut them up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, a confident person, like, attention is not their source. I'm not here to get attention.
Yeah.
You know, if I get it, fine. If I don't, whatever. But you know where you are going and you focus on that journey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They
And you
don't
have,
dwell on it when they
no,
get it. Yeah.
no, you have a positive attitude about your skills and abilities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you accept and trust yourself. And you have a sense of control in your life. It's not somebody coming to manipulate you. Today, let's go here. Tomorrow, let's pass there. You didn't come to my
Exactly.
baby shower, so I'm mad at you, and this and that. I had something to do and I couldn't come, but I sent my gift. Even if I didn't send a gift, cry, you shouldn't hate me. Yes. Sometimes we don't have, but we put pressure on ourselves.
Ourselves. Yes.
Mm. And of course, you know your strengths and your weaknesses very
Mm.
well. And the point about it is when you know your weaknesses, you work on them. You don't stay the same, right? And then to you should have a positive view of yourself. No
Mm.
matter what anybody will say, oh, that person on there, they're always talking over there, they are too known. And people are so afraid, like people are so afraid, oh, I don't want to go and speak up, they'll come and insult me. Have you thought of those people who are doing the insulting?
Hmm.
They are insecure, they are bitter, they don't have confidence, so they don't know what to do, and they don't have anybody showing them the right path or speaking into their life to encourage them to build confidence.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then of course, if you are able, a confident person, they set realistic goals and then they communicate assertively. No, I'm not coming to sit here and yell at Ya and say, oh, but this is also no, yeah, this is what I think about this point. Yes, you've made your point, but I'm not sure I agree with this piece of it. And
Mm.
we talk back and forth and we
Exactly.
come to a resolution. No need for insults. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
of course, a self-confident person, they can handle criticism.
Yes.
Maybe they may say, do this well, they handle feedback. When I wrote my first book, Reflections for a Thirsty Soul,
Mm-hmm.
Dad told me, she says, oh, it would have been great if there could have been questions, that people would answer or this. And I'm so, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I did the second one, I finished the manuscript and I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, yeah, I remembered what she said. I was feeling lazy, but I did it.
Yes.
I took
Yes.
the feedback,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's a good thing because a lot of the book, the style these days, they give you reflective questions. So
Mm-hmm.
it helps people. It becomes like a workbook, right?
Right. Right.
And Sister Adjoa says, being born into a poor household does not mean you should live a poor life. We're all capable of changing our destiny through the efforts we put forth. Thank you. All right. Yeah. Any other comments?
For the yeah, I think we mentioned everything I have here,
Mm.
and yeah.
I forgot to do this, but I've put the link. Sorry, I've put the
Oh,
link in
okay.
if you
Oh.
want to come in and share your thoughts too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So the source of identity also, because
Mm.
she or he knows um, who they are. Their source of
Mhm,
identity is not um, necessarily what they've achieved or what they've acquired.
mhm,
It's more in they know who they are
mhm,
as a person. And as
mhm.
Nana Araba was saying, yeah,
Personality
it's
development.
personality development. And don't get us wrong, it's not easy. It is hard work, but it's worth all the hard work that you have to put into in order to know who you are, because
Mhm,
it seems like all the topics that we discuss here is actually based on that. In order to move forward or advance or have a change in your life, you need to know exactly who you are as a
mhm,
person. Yeah. And even to relate to people, because
mhm.
sometimes you get mad and later you don't even know why you were mad. But if you know who you are, you know exactly what's
Yeah,
happening around you and what puts
yeah,
you in certain,
yeah.
moods Yeah.
Even, yeah, what you just said, right? And
Mm,
when we say some of these things like personal growth, self growth, it doesn't mean that you don't, how do I call it? It doesn't mean that you never, hi, Fred. It doesn't mean that you never get annoyed, but you've learned how to manage yourself.
exactly.
I found that, and I'm
Exactly.
giving an example about myself. In the last 3 weeks or so, there were one, was it two or three things, maybe two, one or two that happened that I found myself getting very frustrated and upset about it. And then I
Hmm.
thought to myself, wait a minute, what is going on here? Because I'm not usually like that. Like it's I you've worked through things. So that is a flag to you that okay, go back and look at it and figure it out and
Right.
work on it and move forward.
Yeah.
How many of us try to do these things? We don't self-reflect.
Hmm.
We're just passing through life just like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Just like that. I'll read Nanaraba's comment. There's this guy Kweku Chain's page. He's hilarious. He shows how people are developing themselves. Oh, okay. And then show our people and goes, yeah, the living legends. Debbie. I think I've heard of this guy. I'll go and
Oh.
look at him. He'll then proceed to tell God to kindly leave his busy schedule and come and take a look at some people in our neck of the woods. Some of us are doing wonders, so boy. Nanaraba, you have summarized the whole program for us.
Yeah.
Like, this is it right here. This is it. Okay. So if you've just come on, we've been continuing our series, demystifying some cultural and religious myths.
Yeah.
And the topic today was is being self-confident prideful. We were looking at it from our angle, the cultural angle, how we were raised. Everybody be quiet, especially if you're a woman. Shh, don't talk, don't speak, don't project yourself out there. So
Hmm.
we've said what is pride, and we're talking about what is
So,
self-confidence. So these are all examples that we've been giving. The
yeah.
thing about it is some of us were raised or programmed wrong. Look, there's good and bad sides to the way that we were raised.
Hmm.
I'll give you that. But we can't sit there and think that our way is the only way and we are better. A lot of times, even we do these comparisons of, oh, na broche for and this and this and that.
Yeah.
You don't know a broche for.
Hmm.
So why do you want to judge them? The lifestyle is different. You have to adapt and do things differently. So that's
Exactly.
what we do. I don't live here only by Ghanaian values. I pick values from this system, merged it with what I know. It's like me right now. These are Brofo people. They are very confident, even if they know a little thing, just one thing. You know more. You don't make no. They'll talk about it. And me, in my
True.
typical Ghanaian, well, I'll just smile and be listening. I'm like, this person, and I leave it at that. It doesn't bother me.
Hmm.
I know what I know and I go my
Yeah.
way. Mhm. Let me
When it
read.
comes to it, you will give results. That's all
Yeah,
that's important.
yes. Tony says, and mommy, in most African homes are like the incident that happened in the Bible between Jacob and his son Joseph when he revealed, yes, he revealed his dream to the father. The father rebuked him for saying what he saw in his dream because the father thought it's not possible. Tresa Fedia yen to me ponka our dreams to our parents because he always thinks I couldn't make it. So there's no way that my children could make it, but it shouldn't be that, mommy. You are right.
Mm,
And you are right. The mentality.
yeah.
And oh, I was reading this first.
Mm,
Adjoa says, sister, yeah, most people do not self-reflect, cry. They are instead quick to point fingers at others' wrongdoing, participate in unnecessary competition. Exactly. And then Anahaba says, socialization of a huge percentage of the male and female child is so wrong in the African home. Thank you.
mm,
This is it right there because I was going to make a point that when you look at kids raised here, they are very confident. They are taught to speak. And my 3-year-old grandson, he goes to daycare, and I have I'm on this, every activity that every day I see what they are doing. Oh, today they are doing these flowers, they are doing like
mm,
these activities.
yeah.
We're talking and engaging and learning. So it's like the things that he talks about, you go, oh, Obi Bekaso Akola we a picture. But no, if you don't teach your child to speak up, they'll go into the school system and somebody will be bullying them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Teach your child to speak up, stand up for themselves. And you have to
Hmm.
tell your child. especially your girl children, you have to empower them. I did a quick minute thing today. I said, and people listen to it and go, "Oh, this woman, what does she mean?" I said, teach your child, your girl child, that she should be ambitious, she should be respectful, but she should push in life. It's
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Because if you're pushing in life, when you are even pushing and doing well, Paul, then a man wants to bluff you, then how much more you don't do anything
Hmm.
and depending on them. It's give and take.
It
Both
is.
men and women, you have to empower your girls so that when they go into a relationship, they're able to hold their own and support the union. If it works out, great. If it's not, they can stand on their own 2 feet. And I'm not saying that, oh, yeah, we're here advocating breakups. That's not what I mean. But teach people to be independent, be self confident. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there any final thoughts? I think the promos, or if anybody wants to come on and share their thoughts too, that will be fine.
Um,
We've said a lot.
yes. No, I think the promo can go
Okay.
if nobody's coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you start? I have to take a
Oh
break and
yes.
get back
Okay.
and keep
All right.
talking till I come back.
Oh boy. Okay. The promo. All right. So my on all social media platforms, my handle is at Tia Russell Hints, and now I do more empowering of families and financial education in North America. Unfortunately, it's only in North America, but most of the basics can be applied everywhere. Just that the particular programs and the particular things like taxes and insurance and stuff like that are tailored more for North America, US, and Canada. But there is an ebook that it's free, a free ebook that if you are interested, I could send it to your email, and you can take a look at it because it has helped me. Although I come from the banking background, there are a lot of things that we don't really consider because at the when you go to the bank, they will just sell their products to you. They would not educate you on what to do. And there are some programs also that these uh, institutions sells to the higher net worth clients, but you can easily access them too if you know. So yeah, that's what I do now. And so my social media is on natural holistic approach to wellness, finance, health, natural health, and I do have some recipes. Okay, so Tony, you can send your email, and then I'll send you one. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, thank God. I was talking about my financial ebook, and Tony
Oh,
said he
okay.
was interested. So,
Okay. Good.
yeah.
Good. So then I'll continue with the other promos. So
Okay.
we have our sister Joado. She does Abrabomu Stem on Fridays at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. And then on Saturdays, she does a program. On the Friday, she talks of any topic of interest, right? And then on Saturdays, she does a program with marriage talks with Reverend Samuel Okoso. Very insightful, different aspects of relationships, even some things that may not be related to relationships. If you have ideas or ask where the discussion, excuse me, the discussion is going on, other topics come up. For me recently, even I heard so many things about curses. You know how we do cursing back home and all these weirdness. So I talked to her about it, that maybe Osofo can come and talk about it at some point. But it's on at 3:30 p.m.
Easter.
Eastern. So that would be 9:30 in Ghana from my end here anyway. Yeah. And then it's 1:30 Mountain Standard Time, my time. Also, we have Pastor Patience Edwards. She does programs. She has 2 pages, Blue Bridges Coaching, and then Turn Your Pain into, oh gosh, I can't remember the P. Sorry, but you know what? She's a very good coach. I've done coaching with her myself. She's very practical and she gives you steps to, you know, reset and then move forward to live your best life. We all need that. We're talking about self confidence today, and we as a people, we are not given to. I don't know who we think we are. We are so harsh. We are so din that we don't think we need anything. And then we have these behaviors and attitudes that we are affecting or infecting everybody with. So if you're in a relationship with a man who won't budge or won't change, or a woman who say, "Oh, I'm just a woman, I can't do this or that," it affects your general well-being. So
Exactly.
we need to be flexible enough to be able to say, "I need help. Let me go ask for this help." We have Sister Isha Ankra. She doesn't do programs, but she's very supportive of every program on these platforms. She does Avon. She's an Avon person. If you are in Britain, you can contact her. She's also a Juice Plus advocate, and then she sells kitchenware, luggage, all kinds of home. How do you call it? Home sense kind of
Oh yeah, like
So please contact her.
okay.
Yeah, we have Sister Sika Educates. She also does a lot of educative programs and she also does webinars. Contact her, patronize her platform. There's Sister Wo Mrekua. She's also does lunchtime talks. And then, of course, she comes out with her bangers from time to time. Yeah, very, very hard hitting things that we need to be aware of in our community. Then we have Miss Sage, sageshare.com. She sells a variety of products. Sister Ajua really advertises her products. So if you're on Sister Ajua's program, a lot of time you see her in some of the attires. There's headgears, there's jewelry, there's creams. And, please, we the Canadians, we've waited, we keep waiting very patiently, but we'll continue to promote. So please contact Miss Shea, message. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Okay, so then we'll go to the programs that we do on this page. So on this platform, we have our Saturday Facebook Lives. I'll have you know that we are changing. We're not doing it every Saturday. It's going to be twice a month, and it's not at any particular set time. I won't say that is the first and last. Like technically, we've done a program today, so we should be doing one in 2 weeks. But my very good friend is having her 60th birthday party on the 20th, so I can't be here. It's a busy day, so so, so we'll be here on May 27th. So that will make two. And then in June, we'll have two. So it's two programs. The reason for this is Auntie Ya is officially retired. She's no
Tired.
longer,
Yay.
she can do whatever she wants. So now I started doing Facebook lives on Mondays and Thursdays, but this past week was slow, so I didn't come on, and I'm not coming on tomorrow, but there'll be one on Thursday as well. I have watch out on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. There'll be a word for you, some topics that I'm treating. So there'll be different videos on this platform during the week. And so, yeah, it's a busy time. And, I have to spend time with the grandkids. So, it's like some of the programs, some of you, I patronize you a lot and all that. You may not be seeing me as much. I have to pull back and do some family things. So, yeah. And we have also beauty lessons with your favorite auntie. That's from my second book, The Beauty of a Woman's Heart. And then we have Own It with your own ornithologist and queen of Own It. And there's reflections from my first book, which is Reflections for a Thirsty Soul. Sometimes I do a question of the day. I haven't done that in a bit. And there's Auntie Yaa'S Nuggets. That too, I haven't done in a bit, but I started something that I call Nuggets with Yafuda. I put one out the other day. So I'll be continuing that. And then there's Pearls of Wisdom. It's a passage from the Bible, and I talk about 10 to 15 minutes of what my insights are from it. We have a word with you. It's also a minute, less than a minute long. Same thing from the Bible, a nugget that you can carry with you. And there's my Unapologetic Self. It's my book that is coming out this year. It's a guide to being real and living life on my own terms. I also do a book read. So on Thursdays is the book read. This Thursday I'll be talking about fear. On Mondays it's Let's Talk with Mama Ya. It's any program, any topic of interest. Last but not the least is Auntie Yaa'S Own It Academy. So we provide book publishing and coaching services. You have a story that needs to be told and you are sitting on it. Confidence. You need to believe in yourself enough to say, I can do it.
Yeah.
That person is doing it. Oh, there's hope for me. Maybe I can reach out and ask them a question or two on how
Mm.
they did it rather than the pull him down syndrome. Acknowledge your weakness and say, okay, I'm lacking in this area. This person here is doing well. Let me approach them and they can help you. So that's what we do. We also provide life coaching and also women empowerment. And I have two other pages, Beauty for a Woman's Heart, and then All for Its Glory. So you can patronize those ones. And I will show you the books, which are all on Amazon. You can get your copy. And, you know, let's see, right. So here it is. That's Reflections for a Thirsty Soul that came out in 2020. The Beauty of a Woman's Heart and Refreshing for My Weary Soul both came out in 2021. And
Mhm.
then there's Own It came out last year, 2022, and it's a guide to taking responsibility and accountability for your own life journey. This book is a must. Some of the things that we're
Oh
talking
my
about
God.
right here, because we refuse to. We think somebody has to come and save us, somebody has to come and help us, but you have to do your own work.
Yeah.
Anything. Yesterday's video that I shared, I called it Becoming. Anything that you're going to do in this life depends on you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not leaving God out of it. The Christianese people, oh, God is there, but He expects you do the work, and He'll help you. God, you're not going to do anything. He's not going to do it all for you. You have to participate in your own success. So you have to do the work. So this book is a must. It's like it's a book. It's a short read. It's something that you can just buy and give to people
Oh,
because
and I want to add before I forget.
okay.
And the other day I saw on the Alexa, if you have this book and you have Alexa,
Hmm.
it reads to you like the audio, even though it's just the book that I bought. I didn't buy the audio version.
Yeah, I didn't
I
make
clicked
an.
on it. Yeah, you
Oh,
click on it and Alexa reads it for you. So
oh
it
wow.
was cool. Yeah.
Cool. Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a new one. Okay.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
And this here is my unapologetic self. We're talking about being self confident. Sometimes in your life or in your family, there's people who want to shut you down. Oh, as for her, she speaks her mind. As for her, she's this. Be quiet, keep quiet. There comes a time that you have to be your unapologetic self. It does not mean you're going around being rude to people, but you take a stand. It's a
Mhm.
guide to being real and living life on my own terms. So I hope that the contents of this book will help you in your journey, and it'll be coming out soon. It's technically the release date is in December, but it'll be coming out earlier than that. So I'll let you
Mm.
know. So that is it right there.
I
So
just
yeah,
got an idea for
yeah,
the page. I don't know.
mhm,
The the design should have your picture. Maybe
yeah,
an artistic kind of not your picture, maybe
something.
drawn picture sketched. Because
Hmm.
it should be you. It's your unapologetic, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Now, I feel now
Yeah.
I have to go and look for some official whatever to do something.
No, 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 we can do it. If you send pictures, maybe we'll do something.
Okay, then I'll
And then you take a look and see. Yeah.
yeah, I'll send it, and then when you do it, then I'll send it back to the guy
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
redo it. Okay,
Oh,
that's an idea.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So there were some comments that came out. I'll finish them, and then we can end. Okay. So Sister Ajua says, no problem. You are welcome. And then Tony says, you know, mommy, we think, oh, I don't need this, I don't need that. Yeah, you're trying, Barry, but no matter how good you are in your corner, sometimes you need someone to groom you. Even sometimes
True.
you need advice. You
Yeah.
to add up to what you have. You need, yeah,
Exactly.
that is true. A message says, thank you for the promo. Thank you. Thank you. And Tony says, congratulations, ma'am, for the
Yeah.
retirement. You are worth it all. You have really worked hard to be here. The trauma, scandals, the sleeping night, and all that. Amen. Thank you. African young people hear this, my unapologetic self, no power. Oh,
Mm.
tell me, tell me. And so Miss Sage is agreeing with you, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll look at that. Okay, so yeah, any closing comments?
Well, the closing comment I think we've made it, which is knowing who you are. If you want to be self-confident,
Mm-hmm.
and I think, well, we didn't mention this, but you need to have a tough skin in
Yes,
order, yeah, for
yes.
things like that not to bother you. You need to have a very tough skin.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Mm-hmm.
is work, actual working on yourself. It doesn't just come out of the blue. And because if you fake it, it comes off as the arrogant.
Funny. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah, yeah, and funny, yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we need to work on ourselves and be self-confident, especially when you find yourself in a culture that they are self-confident even when they don't know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and it will help us move forward as a people. That's for our people. We can't our people crying. Oh, your retirement, yeah.
Thank you, Message.
Yeah. There should have been a song that we could sing for your retirement anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, we just need to work on ourselves, and being self-confident is not reflective on somebody else, unlike the what's the other one? The
Prideful.
prideful. Yeah, the prideful, because that one, the focus is on making someone feel less of themselves, condescending kind of attitude. So being self-confident is knowing who you are and living your best life and not
Yeah.
settling for less. That's
Mm-hmm.
all there is to it, and you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Yeah.
get there and you have your tough skin, I mean, things don't really bother you that much. So
Mm-hmm.
it's worth all the hard work that you put in to get
Yeah.
there. Yeah. And it is
Exactly.
ongoing. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like a one time thing that you get done and it's done. It's an ongoing process because we change. We are not static beings. We change with time and circumstances and, periods of time. Yeah. So
I'm
you never
laughing,
know.
yeah, because of what you're saying,
Mm.
that we change and it's not static. There are people who their mission in school is all their identity, but life has changed. Time is moving. You have to
Yeah.
keep up.
Yeah.
You have to keep up. There's things that a lot of these things is not even cost money.
Now
There's a
we're
lot you
lucky
can learn.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube, whatever. Even the TV, you go,
Yes.
if you can't travel to a place, watch HGTV, you'll see that, oh yeah, oh,
Exactly.
there's Belgium, oh, there's Amsterdam, blah blah blah. I
Right.
mean, I traveled through Amsterdam, but have I yet gone in to see the city?
Not yet. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. So basically, yeah, we've said a lot. Being self-confident is how are you showing up?
Yeah.
You are a package. When we say brands, it's not only the Gucci and the whoever that we know. You yourself, you are in life.
Hmm.
How are you impacting those around you? So it calls for you to work on yourself.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with being self-confident. Don't let anybody deceive you or bully you into being some cowardly and timid person.
Yeah.
And you have a responsibility. You may be a parent even. What are you teaching your kids with timidity? It's not going to help them,
Hmm.
not in the system in which we live these days. So always try to be a better version of yourself. Try to grow. Try to grow. Thank you, message. Tony said, I'm a passport, you're virgin, but meaning baby, our Ghana. Social media. Oh,
Oh.
so it's also important. Like we appreciate you coming on. I can't go through and mention all the names, but you do know yourselves. Thank you so much. for your valuable feedback. If you're coming after, do leave us your comment as well. And if you have any questions or you think of a topic that you want us to discuss, please DM us and we will take care of that. So thank you so much. Thank you, yeah. And you have a great weekend. As usual, don't forget to watch out for the videos on this platform. There's any number of things, and just patronize, make your comments. And I forgot to mention, when you come on and you are watching this program, you can hit the love buttons. It's so important because it pushes it, and share. Even the sharing is not that important. Just pushing, the love button is what helps. So yeah, it does a lot. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. Have a good rest of the weekend, and we'll see you on May 27th.
Yes.
At 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Take care.
Bye, everyone.
I love you all. Have a fun weekend. It's nice weather. Get out there and enjoy. Okay.